to this blue, let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the middle, let's have it right. Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Oi, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you locked in live on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to every single one of you. If you don't celebrate Easter, listen, happy holidays. Big up to every single one of you. First and foremost, guys, I want you to smash to pieces that like button. In fact, smash it like your missus. Smash that like button like your missus. Let's have it right. If you haven't subscribed as well, when you subscribe to Minerals FC, go and hit that button as well. Smash that to pieces. We've got the notification bell, ding dong, all that jazz. Let's have it right so you know when I'm going live. And we've got the Minerals FC membership, which is pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description, guys. So big up to every single one of you. I hope everyone is doing well. I will just run through the chat. If you're not in the chat, get in the chat. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to see what you're saying in the chat. And I'm sure all my Minerals FC legends are in the chat, landing their damn minerals for a fantastic show that we're going to have tonight. But first and foremost, I've been notified by someone in the Minerals FC family that someone very close to them has passed away, guys. And I want every single one of you to put all your hearts in the chat. Rest in peace to Andy. And I hope that he will be, in peace, guys. Do you know what I mean? Very sad, very young, and you just don't know what's around the corner, guys. So please, in the chat, send your condolences and your hearts in the chat for Andy. And we're all thinking of him here on the Minerals FC. So we hope that the family gets through a difficult time. Let's have it right. Also, guys, big up to every single one of you with mental health. As always, we support that here. We make sure that we want you here in the chat and a part of the family here because it's tough times in the world for everyone. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you're going through, and we're here, guys. So hopefully you guys are, that anyone that's going through that, stay strong. Keep landing your minerals and dig out your minerals and make sure that you can just keep going, guys. Keep going. Never give up. That's the message. So first and foremost, guys, we've got Mickey Joyboy, and he says, Lego head in the mud. Let's have it right. What's happened to the Arsenal? The Arsenal. The Arsenal. You know what I mean? The Dippers are in an absolute shit show at the minute. They are all over the gaff. They are playing terribly. Let's have it right. I think they should have won it in the last minute. And I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't. But fantastic that the Arsenal drop points and opens it up for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola to steamroll them and show them this is how we do it. Because I still believe that Manchester City will win the Premier League title. I think they're hitting some sort of form at the minute, and they know what it takes to win it. And that's, we say it time and time again, but when you have players in your team that have won and got over the line, they are invaluable. They are literally gold dust. And we need to keep that at Chelsea. We need to keep all the experience. And at the moment, we're looking to get shot of it all. And we all know the reasons why, which we will delve into later on in the show. But big up to Mickey Droyboy. Big up to Neil. He says, I'm in the woods. I'm so far from Starbucks. I've got no gravy, sauces, spices, herbs, mustard. I'm hurting, geezer. I'm covered in mud and can't get out. What is wrong? But he says, bat up the Minerals FC and up the Chelsea. What's wrong, Neil? What's wrong? Is there anything we can do for you, geezer? We hope you're well. You're never in the woods, my man. Never in the woods. You're the Minerals FC family here. You're not in the woods. You're out of the woods. You're burying mugs in the woods. Let's have it right. Let's turn that narrative around straight away. He goes, I always believed what you were saying about the behind the scenes shit show stuff, and now we can see the reality. Oh my God, what the fuck is happening to our club? The supporters need to take it to these owners up the Chels. And you're not wrong. I still believe protests need to happen. I still believe that the supporters need to make a stand and let these mugs of owners know what they are doing at our football club is unacceptable. And I'm going to delve into that. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to stop there. Big up to DeFreezy, my member. Big up to you. Big up to Leo. Big up to Goodius. Sergeant Mozart. Big up to you. Who else in here? Johnny's in here. Billy Charlton's in here. Says up to Chelsea Chambers. He says, land it on this shambles. Worst performance of the season yesterday. Todd Bowley can't hack English culture. Played a Minerals man. Only player that shoots outside the box. 600 million down the drain. Not wrong, fella. Not wrong. Gavman's in here. Patrick Bateman, my geezer. Hope you're doing well. Nathan's in here. We got Mr. Minerals Medina. Big up to you. Big up to Foot Outlaw. We got Alan Hilson, my geezer, my member. Hope you're doing well. CFC's in here. We've got John CFC, Blue Shadow, Philip, Chelsea Bailey, my geezer. I'm loving to see you in the comments. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well, my geezer. Hope you're doing well. Alan Hilson, my guy. We got, who else in here, guys? Who else? Wads is in here. We got Jamar Jones, Chelsea Mitchie boy. Come on, let's have it right. Big up to you. Big up to Hannah. Big up to, who else we got? Devon's in here. We got DJ Sav. Big up to you. Says not a great weekend for us. I still have hope and confidence we can take something out of the Madrid game on Wednesday. I feel this squad is more suited for the Champions League. It is. It absolutely is. I mean, we are a cup team. Let's have it right. But right now, we are a long way from Starbucks. I don't even know what to call us right now. We've got no identity, no patterns of play. Confidence is in the mud. Results are in the mud. The model behind the scenes is in the mud. Everything. Literally, it's like our whole club's in the woods. And everyone wants just to sit there and go, we got rebuilding to do, guys. Trust the process, guys. Shut up. Literally, shut up. Own it. Own it. Grab your balls and own it. Yeah? What is all this wishy-washy, no backbone, jellyfish merchant narratives that are flying about on the timeline? It's nonsense, guys. All right, so Metal Face Doom, big up to you, geezer. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well, my geezer. Georgie 1 foot, big up to you. Coldest is in here. GSP Chelsea. We got Rapid Blue Blood. We got the Blue Wizard. Come on, mate. Everyone's in here. Bartek's in here as well. He's always in here landing it. I know Bartek's landing minerals in here. We got Nathan Kissel in here. We got everyone's in here, man. Brilliant. Good stuff. I'm glad. Nick's in here. Dino, my geezer. Cursor, my geezer. Everyone's in here, guys. I'll try and shout you all out. As always, guys, you know I respect and appreciate every single one of you. H-Talk's in here. So we got Chelsea Mitchie landing the minerals. He says, we see tweets they'll never see. Have a coffee on me, bruv. We're a long way from Starbucks at the moment. Up the Chels, up the Chels. We see tweets they'll never see. I think that's meant to be Dan sees tweets we'll never see, you know. But it is what it is. I think a lot of people, a lot of the supporters see things that we never see, but they don't see things we see. It's just like, wake up, guys. Smell the coffee. Smell that coffee. It's delightful. It tastes good. If you like it nutty, do you like it chocolatey, do you like it a bit spicy? We don't care as long as we got the coffee, man. As long as we're at Starbucks, we're all gravy. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are a long way from Starbucks. It's very sad to see. It's very sad sight. Very sad sight, guys. But what can we do? What can we do? Big up to Chelsea, and also subscribe to Chelsea Mitchy Boys channel and Chelsea Dan as well, as I forgot to mention. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to my geezer, Chelsea Old Boys. Smash the like, subscribe, or a membership to the best platform and voice of our Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC, up the Chels. And let's have it right. We are the voice. Us together. In numbers, we are strong. And as always, guys, you know the deal. It is a standard procedure on this channel. We see things that they'll never see. And right now, we see things that the owners will never see. As it's going right now, they're a long way from Starbucks, long way from Hooters, Hollywood, all that jazz. Let's have it right. But big up to my geezer, Chelsea Old Boys. I hope you're doing good, my geezer. Thoughts are with you, as always, and with everyone. Big up to all you guys putting the RIPs and the love hearts in the chat. Respect to every single one of you. Chelsea number one's in here. Esteban's in here. Let's chat Chelsea. Everyone. Chelsea Lampard's in here. Top Bins, my geezer. Big up to Top Bins. Lovely to see you. We got, who else is in here, guys? Who else? Blue Star FC, JP the Dog, all my geezers. RJM, Chelsea Redskin, my member. Big up to you. As always. Who else we got? Dominic as well. Big up to Dominic. Everyone. Respect to all you guys. Renell, Charles, big up to you. Odds evens, we're in the mud, he says. You're not wrong. Unfortunately, we are. Forever Blues, my member, he says, fuck Arsenal. Let's have it right. You know, Arsenal can only dream. We are the pride of London. We are the most elite club in London. We are the biggest club in London and international when it comes to the London clubs. Let's have it right. Up the Chels, as always. Blue Star FC says, up the Chels, Johnny, mate. Up the Chels always, my geezer. Big up to you. CFC Lewis says, Rory really making a video on Arsenal still to win the league. He's sickly an Arsenal fan. Listen, Rory Lennings, yeah. This guy is jarring, bruv. He's jarring. He's always been in the woods. He'll always stay in the woods. His narratives are a joke. Everyone's seen the clown video today. Big up to the account. I can't remember, some geezer called Chris. And he's played it with the clown music. And it's got Rory Jennings, obviously, with the standard moves, bruv. The standard moves. Tuchel out. Then he's like Potter, now he's Potter out. You know, the guy's wishy-washy, man. He changes like the London weather. Let's have it right. That is what he is. So I would take everything from him like a pinch of salt, literally, if that. You know, don't even take the salt, bruv. Don't even take it. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it tastes all right. But it depends, bruv. Depends. Up the Chelsea, up the Mills FC, as always. Big up to CFC Lewis, and my member as well, and appreciate the support. We got Chelsea Old Boys landing. It says, thanks for the shout out for Andrew, Johnny. Now landing minerals on Tom to dare even say we are for making money from telling the truth. Up the Minerals FC, up the Chels. Wow. Let's have it right. That's come out of nowhere. And I know Chelsea Old Boys ain't on social media. So if Chelsea Old Boys knows that's been going around, we will address this. We will address it. But before we do that, let me just soothe my throat so we make sure that we land the minerals poetically. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to Andrew. Respect to you. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. I don't really want to address these wrong-uns, but at the end of the day, right, people like this, you have to question, right? You have to question people like this, because people like this have got some sort of fucking agenda on the Minerals FC, and it's really sad. You see, I don't get involved in these muppets, but they always want to come my way. And there he is on the BBC News. I don't know what that expression is. It's quite frightening, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe that's how he feels every time he sees the Minerals FC. I don't know. He looks. I don't know what he's doing there, guys. I'll leave that to you in the chat. What you think he's doing there? But it doesn't look too healthy, guys. It doesn't look too healthy. So anyway, let's land it. I'm sure. Here we are. So here's the fella. May I add, this guy, he's in a circle with a lot of wrong-uns. A lot of wrong-uns that got an agenda on me, that block me and this and that I don't pay any attention to. But now, as soon as you want to address it and you want to call me toxic, let's say it for what it really is. So he says, really is horrible to see Chelsea fans gain clout by spreading toxicity like the below image about how many to do with the club. Not one individual in this image deserves to be mocked and abused like this. Listen, cry more, fella. Cry more. What is it? What's wrong with the image, bruv? Tell me. You're the one that's been sucking on the pipe of Todd Bowley and Egg Barley relentlessly. You're the one that's been on the pot of sexual train. Let's have it right. And where are you? You're in the mud, as always. I mean, your agenda on Tuchel, your agenda on Mount. I've seen him never put Mason Mount in the team. Never. The geezer reluctantly puts him out because, well, I don't know. Why is that, guys? I'll leave that for you to say. But listen, there's nothing wrong with my thumbnail here. Let's have it right. It's standard. Tommy T is holding Todd Bowley like a baby because he's mudding him, because Todd Bowley's in the woods. He's in the mud for this shocking decision. You've got Egg Barley dishing out the brown envelopes with their Happy Meals. Yeah, and all the toys. Let's have it right. If you know the narrative on Minerals FC, that's standard. And then you've got Jellyfish Potter there with a Bruno 2.2 morphed into one hybrid as a yes man. And then we got me holding their little hands because they're in the mud. And let's have it right. Minerals FC sets the tone. Minerals FC says it how it is and tells the truth. And you can't handle the truth, fella. And that's the problem. You want to bring up an image which is so shallow and try and bring me toxicity and hate and tell me I'm clout chasing and that I want money when this ain't even my main fucking job, fella. This is just for fun. I do this for fun. You know that? I do this to protect my football club. I do this because my club's in the mud and my agenda ain't an agenda. It's telling the truth. Our ownership are a disgrace. And you're there, literally, brown nosing the ownership after everything we're going through this season. I don't get people like this. I think they're shocking. They're a disgrace to our football club. Absolute disgrace. Well, let's see what I replied to him, shall we? There we go. Truth hurts. Now run along to Don Robbie and let's have it right. He is on Don Robbie. He's on Don Robbie. Who goes on Don Robbie, bruv? Don Robbie. Chelsea Sports going on Don Robbie. Sick of this shit. Absolute disgrace. Embarrassment to our football club, man. You got an Arsenal fella paying you to go on a channel. And don't tell me he don't pay you. What, you think you'll go on there for free, is it? Let's have it right. Don't insult me, fella. And then what's the caption? We need to rebuild. We need to restart. Restart what? From fucking what? This was only on the other day. Restart, rebuild. Rebuild. We spent 600 million, sacked Thomas Tuchel, hired Potter, sacked Potter, brought in Bruno. Now we got Lampard, and probably Lampard will get sacked. That's 4 gaffers in one season, bruv. 4 gaffers in one season. And we're sitting 11th out of every competition apart from the Champions League. And you're saying we need to rebuild and we need to restart. Fucking hell. Wasn't this meant to be the rebuild? This is what I'm saying, man. All the brown nosing. All the brown nosing is shocking, mate. Absolute disgrace. So we don't address wrong-uns like that. Anyone who pushes narratives like that on my channel and on me in particular, you know they're just hating. You know that they can't handle the Minerals. They can't handle the truth. And let's have it right, yeah? Let's have it right. Like I always say, and I've got something to say here. Because for all the haters, and I know they watch. I know they'll watch. This is the reason you're on here. Because of me and what I say. And there's nothing you can do. Because you know what's funny? I'm not bought by anyone. No one controls me. I control myself and my own mind. And the funny thing is, I've got knowledge, son. And the thing is, knowledge is power. And because you don't have the knowledge, or if you do have the knowledge and you're fobbing all the supporters off on your platform, which is even more of a disgrace, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, son. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you don't know what's going on. Well, I do. So when I speak, you listen. And when I speak, don't question it. Don't call me a toxic agenda merchant because I'm far from that. You're a long way from Starbucks. So take the advice, back off. Don't mention my name like all the other wrong-uns. What's his name? Goldfish and all that. CFC Dailies and all these guys. Don't mention my name. You don't need to bring me up. We got no interest with each other. I don't have interest with wet wipes that want to brown nose the ownership, because the ownership are disgraceful. And the fact that you don't want to be honest about that tells us everything we need to know on my platform, what it's all about. So while you're here, show a bit of respect, guys. Smash to pieces that like button. And if you've got a missus, smash that like button like your missus. Let's have it right. And then we'll all be rosy. Yeah? Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. I hope Chelsea Old Boys is all right, that we've addressed that now. And we can talk about Chelsea now instead of all these muppets. You know, it's just they're clowns, bruv. They might as well be with Coke, Bowley and Egg Barley, bruv. The clown show. That's what it's all about. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Big up to my geezer, Chelsea Old Boys. Big up to T Crom. Josh is in here. Everyone's in here. All my geezers are in here. All my supporters in the chat are in here. And that's all I give a shit about. I give a shit about my supporters on my channel, the ones that respect me, the ones that don't have to call me toxic and come at me because they actually have a brain. They actually know what's going on. They actually know it. And they're out on other platforms and they're out on social media and they're landing the minerals. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't control it. And the ownership can't control it. And we're gonna talk about the implications of Minerals FC when it comes to the ownership, when it comes to the brown envelopes and all the journos that come out of all their nonsense to fight against what I put out. Let's have it right. We make waves in the game, and that's why we're here. And do you know what? If I was so bothered about clicks and so bothered about subscribers, yeah, it's standard. It's part of the game. You've got all your channels. Everyone's got their platform. Everyone's doing their bits. I ain't got a problem with that. But push out the right agendas. Don't come at Thomas Tuchel at a time. Don't give it all the negativity on Tuchel. Don't at all costs back Graham Potter when he's an absolute disaster, the jellyfish yes man. And the fact that the brown envelopes come out and said he's a yes man says it all. It's hilarious that you even want to fucking turn your nose up at that and go, oh no, that can't be right. How can that be right? How can he be a yes man? We're the elite ones on here with the elite minerals, but it is what it is. Up the Chels. Big up to H Talk says last time Arsenal were in a UCL, their gaffer was playing on the pitch. Let's have it right. Not wrong, geezer. Not wrong. Big up to Chelsea Minch. He says I was trying to lay off Dan. He had it tight on WhatsApp today. Fair play. Fair play. Everyone's landing it. Everywhere we go, we land it. Big up to Fatter as well. He says, Buenos noches, land the minerals to those upstairs. These PR stunts are insane and need to stop. You see, this is the thing, Fatter, is that I'm glad you're seeing the light. I'm glad you're seeing the light because maybe where you go, you can land your minerals and actually speak up, geezer, because do you know what? You're too quiet. I want you to speak up about it. Don't let anyone fucking boss you around. Don't let anyone dismiss your opinion. Your opinion's valid like everyone else. So I want Fatter to go out there and land his minerals on the platforms he goes on because he's got something to say as well. Respect to you, geezer. You keep doing it. And I know I've heard some of the stuff you said and you're not wrong, geezer. You're not wrong. Big up to you. Big up to Fatter. Big up to Chelsea Old Boy. Says, I have my spies telling me Alan Hilson. Alan Hilson's landing the minerals. Listen, Alan Hilson, I'll follow you on Twitter, geezer. Just tag me on Twitter and I'll follow you, my geezer. All my members, I'll follow you back, man. I've got to show respect to my members. Do you know what I mean? They land it everywhere they go. Literally, they land it everywhere they go, man. They all got my respect. Big up to H Talks. He says, that Tom geezer looks like he needs to go outside and feel some fresh air. What a tosser. Listen, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You know what I mean? These guys, man, they've got nothing better to do on an Easter Sunday than pick at my thumbnail. My thumbnails are elite, bruv. My thumbnails tell a story. You know what I mean? You've got to dig in deep to the thumbnails. They tell a story. They've got a narrative there. And you know what? They're not wrong and they're not a long way from Starbucks. In fact, they're right on the money mace, the minerals. Let's have it right. Up the Chels. All right. So it's true. We expose the truth. We expose the owners by exposing the truth. And that's it. The funny thing is, the owners are getting exposed by the brown envelopes. It's hilarious. All the main media platforms are just mudding Todd Bowley. They're staying away from Egg Barley, but Egg Barley's just as much to blame. He's pulling the strings. He's the don behind the scenes. Let's have it right. And Todd Bowley's the face. Let's not forget that, guys. Everyone's coming at Bowley, but he said Barley as well. They're both together, hand in hand. Don't forget that, guys. Don't forget that. You fucking traitor. Bring on Fat Gooner, wank, Robbie, you wanker. There we go. You know what I mean? They want to go on that. You see me, I don't go on that shit. I don't need to go on AFTVs and Don Robbies and all that. That's not my thing. You see Don Robbies in a massive circle, bruv. It's all linked to the Sky Sports, the Talk Sport, all that nonsense. Fucking hell, Ray Parlour landed minerals on Don Robbie and then Ray Parlour to apologise to him. Well, make of that what you will, but we don't apologise here. We've got nothing to apologise for. Yeah? We say it as it is, and we don't give a fuck. And that's why we are the Minerals FC. It's called the Minerals. Yeah? And too many of them are lacking them. And that's it. That's all we got to say, guys. Anyway, big up to everyone. Big up to every single one of you. Big up to Philip Chelsea Bailey. Big up to Philip Chelsea Bailey, my geezer, as always. H-Hook says, Big Don Robbie's wallet must be burning the amount of wrong-uns on his payroll. Fucking hell, mate. You know. Listen, he uses them like pawns. They're pawns. And I call them the prawns of the sea. You know, the prawns of the sea. I like my sea bream. I like sea bass. I like octopus. I don't like jellyfish. Let's have it right. Don't like jellyfish. Don't have a brain. They're not tasty. Slimy as fuck. No, we get rid of them. But yeah. We're not into that, guys. We don't entertain that nonsense. Big up to everyone in here. Make sure you do smash that like button. Big up to Stretters. Big up, Johnny Boy. This is why we're here. Exactly. You're all here for the truth. You're here for me to mud the wrong-uns that want to come at me. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That's what you're here for. And I respect every single one of you. All my legends. All my legends. Big up to H-Talks. Big up Chelsea old boys. Chelsea Mitchy boy. Everyone in here landing it as always. Right, so let's get into it. CFC Callum says, CFC Huss, you ain't got the minerals, geezer. You ain't got the minerals. Let's have it right. Whatever that means, listen, go and dig out your minerals instead. Go and dig them out and prove CFC Callum that you do have the minerals. End of. That's what I will say to you, my geezer. Listen, I don't know him. I'm going by what Callum said. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Oh, mate. Big up to CFC says, let's have it right. I was defending Johnny on Twitter, calling out that Tom on the Don's payroll. And he replied to me getting all defensive when I called him out. Listen, they always get defensive, don't they? They always do. Why do they get defensive? Why do they entertain it? I don't entertain it. I'll entertain that, but I don't entertain it. I'm sorry. You know, what do you need to give your opinions on Don Robbie for? What for, man? Gives you clout, doesn't it? Gives you clout, gives you attention, gives you clicks, gives you followers. That's what it's all about. That's the game. Why are you hating on me for? What are you hating on me for? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up to Danny Dyer as well. Half, Nathan. Big up to Danny Dyer. It is what it is. Listen, we're all back in Super Frankie Lampard. How can we not back our GOAT? How can we not back our GOAT? Of course, we're back in Super Frankie Lampard. But let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday was a shocking game, shocking result. Frank, I knew he was going to go back four, and he went back four. And I think to myself, Super Frank, have you not learned that this squad cannot play back four? You know we don't have a DM. You know we don't have a Declan Rice to play you wanted, and we're apparently so-called trying to get, which we're not going to get. But I don't understand why he keeps playing this back four. And then near the end of the game, he switched it to wing-back system, and we looked a bit better, and we looked like maybe we can get something out of it, but the game was too far gone. Too far gone. Let's have it right. Wolves, wonder goal, which won them the game. A wonderful goal. But we weren't at it. We just weren't at it. Possession. I mean, guys, our passing was abysmal. We couldn't string 3 or 4 passes together without losing it. I thought Cover had a stinker. I'm not coming at any of the players because I can understand all their confidence is in the mud at the minute. They've got no confidence. And, you know, what can we say? I don't know, like, we're so in the mud. And the thing is, it's like I said, this is all on the owners. This is not on Frank Lampard. This is to an extent, I did say it's not even on Graham Potter. It's not on the players. This is on the ownership and how they're running the club and all the toxicity behind the scenes. Yeah, behind the scenes. The stuff I know. Yeah. And it's very hard for me to go, these guys are going to push us in the right direction, because they're clearly not. And that's why I say the things I say, and I speak with sincerity and truth and honor and respect to you guys in the chat, because it's not about clicks. It's not about clout. It's far from that. It's about pushing the correct narrative and telling the truth and making people see the light. And recently, people are starting to see the light. But why does it take brown envelopes? Why does it take brown envelopes to come out with this nonsense? Yeah. Well, it's not nonsense, it's actual facts. Let's have it right. Plenty in the squad concluded that Potter was a yes man. Senior players assumed visits from Begdad Bali, Todd Bowley in the training were an attempt to micromanage the squad. Why would the Athletic, David Ornstein, come out with that? Why? Everyone worships David Ornstein. Everyone loves this guy. This guy is meant to be the messiah of brown envelopes. But let's remind everyone about David Pornstein, we call him, yeah? And I have to get it up because obviously we all remember. Potter will be judged in years, not months. He's one of the best managers in the world, David Ornstein. Right, well, you're in the mud, fella, because that is an outrageous statement, and that people actually believe that nonsense is shocking. It's absolutely shocking that people buy into that nonsense. And let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. This ownership are the ones that wanted to give him years, not months. And they've been forced to sack Graham Potter. And because they've been forced to sack Graham Potter, they thought they'd pull a masterstroke. And I'm going to say it how it is right now. And I've got this lovely article on my Twitter. And I'll put that up right now, because this needs to be put up on the platform right now, because I think this is absolutely relevant to what is happening right now at Chelsea Football Club. So let's land it, guys. Ian Herbert, Todd Bowley has spent 11 months exploding Chelsea and stripping away its intellectual core, which, in other words, the DNA, everything that was built at Chelsea that made us the elite winning machine that we were, because we're clearly not now, because we're sitting 11th on the table and we're going through 4 gaffers in one season. Tells you everything you need to know. And Frank Lampard is the human shield by which he now chooses to protect himself. Now, it's not just Todd Bowley, it's Barley as well. It's both of them. They're both culprits at our football club. I hate the fact that they just keep coming at Todd Bowley, but Todd Bowley has to take the brunt of it, because he's always, let's have it right. He's on the pitch. He's this guy, man. This guy, Bowley, bruv. He loves to come out of his bottle a drink after the game and stroll about and shit fucking game, and all this crap. Where are you now? I would love to know, where is Todd Bowley now? Where are you in the Twitter spaces? Where are you on Twitter? Where are you liking all these tweets? Where are you? Where are you? We haven't seen you. In fact, all we saw was Barley walk out after one of the Premier League games, and he ignored the journalists. You like to interact with them. Barley doesn't. And he walked across like he's got some sort of authority, which he does. He's not a 10% merchant. You are. But where is Bowley? He's very social media active. He loves it. In fact, shout out to Only a Pound. Shout out to Only a Pound, because the Chelsea official website never announced Happy Easter on the website. And Only a Pound was the account, and said Todd Bowley sorted it out. Chelsea sorted it out. Within 10-15 minutes, Chelsea FC official account go and put up Happy Easter, which they should. We respect all religions. That's what we do as a football club. We respected everyone else. Why are we not respecting Easter? And it's taking you at 7 o'clock at night or whatever it was to put it out. It's very disappointing. And it takes one of our proper Chels accounts, to make it known to the official accountant, Todd Bowley, to sort it out. So well done for doing that. It's better late than never, but it is what it is. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC, as always, guys. Big up to everyone in here. Let me just go. There's plenty of Super Minerals being landed. Big up to every single one of you. He says, you should be ashamed, Tom. You're paid by Fat Robbie AFTV. We never sell ourselves. We are Chelsea thick and thin. Big up, Fat Land and Minerals. Exactly. Big up to you, geezer, as always. London is Blue says, "You the voice of the voiceless, bro. Never give up. Big up to you. Respect and appreciation to you, my geezer." Bartek says, "The eye of the fan, what a load of rubbish clowns." Exactly. It's clown talk, guys. It's a PR stunt. The eye of the fan. The eye of the fan. Where's the eye of the fan been for the last 3 months? Where's the eye of the fan when you sacked Thomas Tuchel? Where's the eye of the fan? Where is it? It's gone. It's non-existent. Because it's waffle. It's bangers mash waffle. No onions, no gravy, all that jazz. Lumpy mash. You know, it's like the same old stuff. And people buy into this. They go, "Oh, the owners are going to come good." What evidence suggests that these guys are going to come good? We brought in Frank Lampard, who was sacked by Roman. We brought in Tuchel, won us the Champions League, Super Cup, all that jazz. We go and sack him because these owners say they didn't see eye to eye. We wanted a gaffer to collaborate with us. What are you collaborating? What are you collaborating with? What? What are you collaborating with? What? You think you know best about football? You collaborate with a gaffer when you allow that gaffer to deal with the football. You allow him to select the team. You allow him to control the squad, to have leadership, to have ownership, to give you advice on what players to sign and what direction we want to go, because we want to win. That's the message. We want to win. That should be the collaboration. Elite mentality to win. And we want to put the best gaffer in charge to do that. You didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do that. You wanted a jellyfish, no backbone, yes man. And you got that gaffer. And the only one you could get that would accept your terms and conditions to sign that ridiculous 5-year contract on 12 million a year. Yeah, let's have it right. 12 million a year, all right, on 5-year deal that you've gone and had to sack him, all right. Mid-table mentality. Of course, he's gonna jump into your arms and say, "Yes, Bowley, please, Bowley, 3 bags full, Bowley. I'll do whatever you want, Egg Barley." Yeah, just to be at Chelsea from Brighton, fantastic. But you never let him do his job. That's the sad thing. If you let him do his job, I don't think Potter would have been as bad as he was, and that's the truth. I don't blame Potter. I blame him for some things. Don't get me wrong, but let's have it right. I blame him more than anything, Potter, for not having the damn bollocks and minerals to just address and pick the team he wants and do what he wants to do. He's on a 5-year deal. If you get the results, they can't sack you, end of. And if they do sack you and you're winning, something's not right upstairs, like it was with Tuchel. Let's have it right. So he didn't do that. He wanted to be a jellyfish, have his hands in between his legs, you know, all that. What kind of body language is that? What mentality is that? It's shocking, bruv. Shocking. And you've won nothing. And you expect, Bowley expects, and Barley expect these players to go, "Oh, yeah, come on. We got Graham Potter at the realm. We're going to win it all." Come on, bruv. What is this mentality? Shocking. Shocking. Do you know what? As we're on it, Bartek, big up to you. Let's land it now, because this is true. This is true what I'm going to bring up now. This is actually true. And it was breaking news today. So we're going to bring it up. Let's get it up, because this is funny. This is hilarious, bruv. All right. Let's put this up. Let's go. So it says here, there's a report in the British press today that Todd Bowley, the controlling co-owner, was influenced in his decision to hire Lampard by James Corden, of all people. I don't know the exact accuracy of that. Well, it's pretty accurate. But it plays into the perceived sense of chaos in Chelsea at the moment. Chelsea had explored and looked into Lampard late in February. David Pornstein. David Pornstein. Now, you wet wipes, when you worship this guy in the transfer window, the Ornstein dagger, is it? He comes out. Oh, it's the Ornstein dagger. Oh, it's definitely true. We're going to sign this player. Well, why is it not the same energy for this? Because this is facts. And David Ornstein wouldn't come out of this if it wasn't any truth to it. You talk about the eye of the fan, Bowley, right? Bowley talks about the eye of the fan. He loves that line. It's like golden to him. Yeah. But unfortunately, he lacks minerals. But the eye of the fan is from a West Ham fan. That's the eye of the fan. He's listening to a West Ham fan. It's disgusting. What is this? It's a joke. It's a mockery of our football club. What are we doing here, guys? Why are people accepting this nonsense? Where is you got blind faith with these owners? You got blind faith. I'm not. I'm not going to be a mug. Definitely not. But that is disgraceful. You're taking advice from James Corden, a fucking presenter, an actor, a West Ham fan. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. Of course he wants Frank Lampard there. I'm not coming at Frank. That's not the message. But Frank's not our level manager, and we all know that. The true supporters know that. We're just enjoying the ride, having Super Frank in the dugout. It's a buzz. And we love him. He's our GOAT. But fuck me, you're trying to tarnish Frank Lampard's managerial career as well and put him in the coffin like you did Graham Potter. It's disgusting. Used him as a human shield. It's outrageous. It's the wrong move. Let's have it right. If it's true that Luis Enrique was in London before you hired Frank Lampard, why on earth are you not hiring Luis Enrique, who gave you a PowerPoint presentation, detailed description, highlighted his philosophy? Why are you not, for the love of God, why are you not hiring Luis Enrique right now? You want to take your time. Take what time, bruv? We got a Champions League against Real Madrid, and you want to bring us Frank Lampard. Now, I want Super Frank to go and win the Champions League, and if he does, respect to him. But I still wouldn't give him the job, even if he won the Champions League, because we need an elite gaffer. We really do. But this ownership are talking right now that if Frank Lampard does win the Champions League, that they will give him the option. Now let's bring this one up as well, guys. Let's bring this one up from Ornstein himself, which was brought out today. So let's play this. Let's see what this geezer's got to say now.
Clubs are sacking their managers and then thinking, oh yeah, we've now got to get somebody in. Chelsea did the same thing and then went super left field and went back to Frank Lampard.
I mean, that posture and that smile doesn't look right, does it, guys? But anyway, let's move on.
Can you tell us how that happened?
Well, when it rains, it pours at Stamford Bridge. I think they wish the domestic season was over, but they're still going in Europe. But yes, as you say, the shock news that came to us in recent days was that Frank Lampard was coming in as interim manager. Now, it's quite interesting. There's a report in the British press today that Todd Boehly, the controlling co-owner, was influenced in his decision by James Corden, of all people. Now, I don't know the exact accuracy of that, but it plays into this
pretty spot on, fella.
Sense of perceived chaos at Chelsea at the moment. Frank Lampard, I can tell you, was an option that Chelsea had looked into and explored as far back as late February when Graham Potter and his Chelsea team lost at Tottenham. He earned a stay of execution by beating Leeds, Borussia Dortmund and Leicester.
We know how this plays out. What are you going to say, fella?
So that's why Potter's interim team, his coaching staff, was put in temporary charge. But Lampard appeared after we were speaking live on NBC at Chelsea against Liverpool. And very soon there were talks. He was actually sat in the owner's box. And a deal was quickly struck, but it wasn't without its complications because his staff that he wanted to bring in still have some negotiations to sort out with Everton, where they were previously employed before being...
Of course, because why, guys? This ownership have got no planning or preparation whatsoever. It's all just a free run. It's all a freestyle. Everything's a freestyle. There's no real thought process. There's no real direction. There's no real planning. And them taking over and spending $4 billion on our football club and not having a technical director, a football director, set up, ready, in line to come in and spend your money. Instead, we got Todd Boehly, the clown himself, going out being our football director. That tells you everything you need to know. And that's why we're in this mess.
Being sacked in January over their severance and contracts and payoffs. Now, that's happened. Ashley Cole has come in, Chris Jones, and loads of talent in it. But he is now seeing the problems for himself. And those problems will need to be addressed in the coming weeks. An absolutely incredible fixture list with Real Madrid, Manchester United for the year to June 2022, huge payoffs to former directors, huge spending on transfers. They're going to have to get that financial fair play situation sorted in the summer. And at the same time, they need to appoint a permanent manager. That process.
Right, the financial fair play kerfuffle that they're in right now is because of the amount of money they spent. And that's why they want to sell Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, Trev Baresi because that's pure profit to balance their books. I love landing the minerals, and don't be shocked when these players leave, and there's a reason that they're leaving, because it's all about money. Their first thought process is making money. It's not about winning titles. It's not about making Chelsea great and getting us at the top and winning countless Premier League titles and Champions Leagues. That's not in the forefront of their focus. Their focus is money, making bets in different markets, going and signing young talent all across the world, using data. That's what they love. They love the data like Moneyball, and that's what they want to do at Chelsea. And they're doing that. How's it going, guys? How's it going? How's that model going? I'd love people to let me know how it's going. How's it going? We're sitting 11th. It's going well. We've gone through 3 managers. We're on our 4th manager in 1 season. Now, does that fill you with confidence that you think that this ownership know what they're doing? And they've spent 600 million. And the funny thing is, I've heard other professionals in the game, John Obi Mikel, for a fact, came out and he said, we had Cech, Terry, Lampard, Drogba, we had a core backbone. When you signed for Chelsea, you knew you had these generals in the team, a core, a backbone. Yeah. We've spent 600 million and we haven't even got a backbone because they don't know football. They're making decisions in football without knowing football, and they're not using the professionals in the game that are experienced to take advice from because they think they know best. Now, them knowing best is what we got here served on a silver platter right now at a football club where we have had to bring Superfrank back as a fantastic PR stunt. That's what it is. It's a PR stunt to win the supporters over because the supporters are turning. Well, let's have it right. Minerals FC and my legends in the chat, we turned a long time ago. We turned a long time ago. In fact, the stream that we did on that very day, and we were talking about protests within half an hour of the show, Graham Potter announcement, breaking news, he's sacked. Why is that, guys? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? I'll leave that with you. Indefinite Land Series says, Clear Lake has destroyed our empire in 1 season. We are simply a franchise now sitting next to beef jerky. We're playing Mickey Mouse football. We ain't even playing football, guys. We don't even look like we can win a game. We haven't won a game. We haven't scored a goal. We're shocking. We're a shadow of what we are. Under Tuchel, we weren't this bad, and we wouldn't be this bad under Tuchel. In fact, if it wasn't for Tuchel's wins and his points at the start of the season, I want to remind Bowling Egg Barley, yeah? Let's remind them. We would be in relegation. We'd be in the bottom 3. Do you not understand? We'd be in the bottom 3 and you allowed this guy in charge for all this time and you sacked Thomas Tuchel and we could be fighting a fucking relegation battle. In fact, we're pretty much close to it. We're pretty much close to it the way we're going right now. This ain't a joke. You've taken over our football club and you're embarrassing us. And you bring in Superfrank. We need an elite gaffer. We need experience. Why would you not give Luis Enrique a job if it's so true that he's in London, right? And he's available and he wants the job, but he wants it on his terms. You don't like that he wants it on his terms because he's not a yes man. You can't handle those minerals. But we need a minerals general like that, just like Tuchel was. Luis Enrique will be the closest thing to Thomas Tuchel. That's what we need at a football club. Why don't you give him that? Why don't you let him come in now? It'd be like an extra pre-season for him. He could work through the players now in the last 10, 11 games. He could assess the squad. He can give you advice. Come the summer, instead of coming in the summer and having to do that, then he can do it now. Have a crack at the Champions League. No one's going to hold Luis Enrique to ransom and think he's shit and he's the wrong decision if he doesn't beat Real Madrid. Let's have it right. We wouldn't do that because we look forward to the future. We look forward to patterns of play, which guaranteed we'll see that instantly because he's elite and he's a general and his training sessions are unbelievable, top quality. He's up there with Pep Guardiola and fucking Johan Cruyff, and we're waiting here, twinning our thumbs, holding our dicks and our bollocks. Well, the owners are holding their bollocks, waiting to make the right decision. That is the right fucking decision. You can't get better than that. Pochettino, shut up. Nagelsmann, shut up. Conte, shut up. Mourinho, you want to go back to dinosaur football because he's a winner? We've done it twice. We don't need to go there a third time. I'm not going to say, no, don't take Jose. But at the end of the day, that's not longevity. Tuchel was longevity and you destroyed that. You got rid of it. Enrique's longevity. That's longevity. That's blueprint. That's what Pep Guardiola's bringing at Manchester City. So when he leaves, they've still got their brand of football, their way of playing, their players that they buy, their brand, their philosophy. Do you know what philosophy is, Bowling Barley? Philosophy is about football. You don't know about football, but you get involved in football. That's the difference. You are worse than the Glazers because the Glazers never get involved in football. They don't even attend football games. Let's have it right. But they spend money. Granted, the United supporters want him out because they don't spend on the training grounds. They don't redevelop the ground. They haven't done it since Ronaldo was there at 17 years old. God knows before that when Paul Scholes and Roy Keane and Paul Ince's were all there. Fergie's there. They haven't changed anything. But they still spend money on the team. They got an elite gaffer and they let that gaffer give him the keys. Let him do what he wants. Work with the technical directors, the marketing beasts that there are behind the scenes. That's what they do. These guys don't do that. They want control over everything. And do you know what? I won't stop. I will not stop until you stop your bullshit model. It's rubbish. It won't work. It's corruption. You're here to trial and error on our football club, and it's making us worse and worse and worse. And you're spending more and more money, and we're getting worse. That is the major red flag at our football club. Is that you're spending 600 million. You've given us 4 gaffers in one season, and we are worse for it. Worse for it. You think sacking Tuchel was the right decision. Do you know what? Sacking Tuchel, the whole situation we're in is because of this ownership. They have to take full responsibility for this. This is what they did. They decided, they made these decisions, and it's their shit decisions, their arrogance, their inexperience in football to come in our football club and think that they know what they're doing and completely sabotage it and take out our medical team. You've taken out our groundsman. You've taken out every director of football, Marina, Peter Cech, Bruce Butt. Granted, Bruce Butt wanted out anyway, but you got rid of Marina. You got rid of a transitional building block, a bridge for you to just bide you some time till you get the right people in charge. You didn't want to do that. You wanted to be the big bollocks. You wanted to be Don Corleone, but you'll never be Don Corleone. You'll never be the Godfather. You'll never take out other families, bro. You'll be one of the families that gets taken out. Right now, we're getting taken out. And you're allowing a club like Arsenal to just be up there when we should be up there. London club. We were up there for God knows every season we're up there, top 4. All right. And we were up under Tuchel. And let's bring this. This is the one that rattled me the most, guys. This rattled me the most last night. I was absolutely disgusted with this one last night. And I'll bring it up for you. Make sure you smash the piece of that like button. Every single one of you in here. Smash the pieces that like button if you haven't already. But let's bring this up right now. Chelsea owners felt Frank Lampard was harshly sacked before it would take a UCL win to get him. But it would take a UCL win to get him the chance to take over next season. My answer is these clowns harshly sacked Tuchel. You want to talk about harshly sacking a fucking gaffer? You sacked Thomas Tuchel, who'd already won the Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, got us into 3 domestic finals in 16 months, had us top 4 back-to-back in 2 seasons, taking over Frank Lampard, and you want to say that Frank Lampard was harshly sacked to suit your narrative and your PR stunt with the supporters. We don't buy it here. We don't buy your toxicity and your bullshit false PR. Let's have it right. I'll mud you. I'll continue mudding you, but you don't fool me. You do not fool me. And it's disgraceful that you allow this nonsense to come out. It's an absolute disgrace. Shocking that they've got the cheek to say this. It's absolutely disgraceful. So I said, let's have it right. Bowley Barley, you're the worst than the Glazers. Being here for 5 minutes, it's not too late to change the model by hiring an elite gaffer in Enrique. I hope this helps. And Bonig Barley sacking Tuchel was, still is, and will forever be the biggest mistake under their ownership because they thought they knew best. Do you know what, you clowns? Humble yourselves. Bring us Enrique. That's life. That's life. We know they gave it everything. The clowns gave it everything, didn't they, guys? The clowns gave it everything. And I said, retweet, let's get an elite gaffer at our football club. Let's get an elite gaffer at our football club. Yeah? Let's have it right. Let's do that, guys. Let's do that. I think it's it's the right thing to do. Do you know what I mean? So let's land it. Big up to Daniel. He says, surely Mount is not injured. Something fishy. Well, let's talk about Mount. Is he injured or is he not injured? We don't know what to believe anymore. But what we do know is that the ownership want to sell Mason Mount. That the ownership are fighting tooth and nail to get their as much money as possible from Mason Mount because he's going to be the most valuable Cobham boy that we sell. out of our football club, worth the most money, funny enough, even on a one-year deal. Why? Because he's elite. He's a generational baller. Let's have it right. Well, let's land the minerals on Mason Mount. Mason Mount hasn't played 90-minute games. 9 90-minute games he hasn't played. And we haven't won 9 of those games that he hasn't played. So someone explain to me why we haven't won, because Mason Mount apparently was the problem. Someone explain to me where our creativity is, because apparently Mason Mount's our worst creator and Reece James is our biggest creator, and we got João Felix, who's our biggest creator. Let's have it right. We got Enzo as well, can create. Or in fact, our wing backs are most creators. Well, where is the creation? Where are the goals? I'll tell you what, it's not even on them at that point, because it's the whole team, the whole balance. There's no backbone, there's no core, there's no elite mentality, there's no proper elite gaffer. Where do you expect to get results from? Where do you expect to fire up these egos, these top players, these players that won Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, being in finals under Thomas Tuchel, and you brought them Jellyfish Potter. You've brought them Bruno Mars. And now you're bringing them Super Frank to just try and reignite it. But do you know what I like about Super Frank? Super Frank goes, the new signings, they need to learn what it is to play for Chelsea. Now, I like that. He's not wrong. He needs to reinstill the DNA. He needs to reinstill what it means to play for Chelsea. But that is not enough if everything around Super Frank and everything around the players is not Chels. How are you supposed to do that? You can't. You can't do it. You can't fight against that because they're changing our culture. They're changing our model. They just want to make us a Moneyball, make money out of us. That's all they care about. And you know what? They've spent 600 million. They've gone into their budget. It's too difficult for them to change their model. So they want to go over Nagelsmann. They want to meet halfway. Fuck all that nonsense. Let's get a proper gaffer in Luis Enrique. You know, if Luis Enrique was at another club, yeah, you wouldn't be able to get him. And that tells you everything you need to know. And we're hearing all sorts of gaffers. Don't bring me a De Zerbi. Don't bring me that sporting manager. Don't bring me all these unknown gaffers that haven't won anything. I don't want these guys. I don't want these guys. It's bad enough you're looking at Poch and Nagelsmann. I'm done with that. Big up to Daniel in here. Big up to Daniel. And let's talk about that. In fact, surely Mount's not injured. So, after that, what happened, guys? Fabrizio Romano comes out. Let me get it up, because I love to land the minerals. You know that. I'll never let you down. I've always got to land the minerals. So let me just get it up. While I do that, smash to pieces the like button. Every single one of you, smash to pieces that like button. So it takes Fabrizio Romano to come out, because we know where the yes man model was exposed. Right here on Minerals FC. We exposed it. We are the ones that said that Potter's a yes man. And I told you that. And it came out that he is, when I knew he was. And I didn't give a shit what crap came my way. I didn't care you lot calling me clown, calling me an agenda merchant, calling me toxic. The fact of the matter is, you cannot stand that I am right. But I don't want to be right. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong for a change. And you know what? I'm still not wrong. So it is what it is. Drinking the minerals all day long. Up the Chels, up Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you in here. Smash that like button. But it's when we push the narrative about Mason Mount and that he's been forced not to play. Yes, he was under Graham Potter. Yes, he was. Under Frank Lampard, we have to wait till he's fit. If he's fit, or is he not fit? We don't know. I refuse to believe that Super Frank's a yes man. But, you know, we have to see what happens. When's Mount going to be back? The only thing that makes me think that he is injured is that he wasn't even on the bench. Or is that a tactical ploy to put him off the bench to make it look like, no, Super Frank, he's not making that decision? If he was on the bench, you'd be looking at Super Frank going, why are you not playing Mace in this game? So if he's out the team completely, then you can't say that. You have to wait. So what happens after? Because we know the yes man narrative is out there, full swing, Landon Minerals. He comes, let me clarify. Mason Mount is injured. It's not a contract related. Chelsea are not creating any problems for Mason. Contract negotiations will resume in the summer around May or June. I understand the new coach would change the situation. It's possible, but let's see who will be the long-term coach. It's not about Lampard as he's focusing on the present only. Fabrizio Kingpin Brown envelope Romano has to come out and address that it's not about the contract that Mason Mount's not playing. But it was before. So thank you very much, Fabrizio. Thank you very much for acknowledging that and confirming that you've come out and addressed that he's actually injured when all those other fucking times no one came out and said nothing. In fact, it was the facts of the matter that he was dropped because of the contract situations, and the ownership will not allow Graham Potter to play him. Neither Bruno, his other yes man. Let's have it right. We land the minerals everywhere we go. We've got over 300 of you in here live and kicking. All the agenda merchants. Listen, I'm drinking your tears. Do so, show some respect and smash that like button like your missus or like your fellow if you're, you're female. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Come on. You ain't getting this anywhere else. No one speaks like me. No one ever speaks like me. You won't go on any other platform and hear what I'm saying. They won't say it. They're too scared. It's what it is. Or that they don't know or they don't believe it. It's one or the other. Big up to Daniel for reminding me on that. Big up to you, geezer. Indefinite says, Enrique had a plan for every player, hire Lamps. Guys, it is. Listen, Lamps played a back four. Why? Why did you play a back four? Why? You didn't need to play a back four. You look at our players. He brought on Aubameyang. He brought on Mudryk. He took off Felix, took off Kai Havertz. No one played very well. No one played well. Really. No one. The amount of misplaced passes was shocking. The whole game was poor. I think we maybe could have got a draw out of it near the end. Maybe Sterling had a chance. We had Aubameyang have a chance. Couple little sniffs. It's not enough. XG in the mud. XG porn merchants in the mud. Yeah, in the mud. We're told that we got all our creators on the pitch, guys. What's going on? Tell me, enlighten me. Tell me, where's the creation at? Where is it? We're waiting for it. Oh, but no. Blame Super Frank. Yeah. Blame the players. Yeah. Blame Kai Havertz, the standard scapegoat. Go and blame these players. These players are not shit. Listen, Kai Havertz, everyone comes at Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz doesn't get compared to Dennis Bergkamp, Berbatov, Van Persie for no reason. Yeah. Because he's a baller. He's won us Champions League. He's won us Club World Cup. All right. He got the assist for the equaliser in the Super Cup. And he's part of us winning trophies in our history. I'm sorry. He gets all the time he wants. And he's still only 23 years old. So jog on. As simple as that. And then you come at Mason Mount. Mason Mount hasn't even featured. And we're still not winning games. We're still not performing. We're still not creating. We're in the mud. So again, another one to you lot. All you gender merchants, you don't know what you're talking about. And you're all exposed. We got your pants down and we're slapping you like that because your ball IQ's in the mud. You're focusing on the wrong players. And then people want to go and hate on Cucurella or they want to hate on Sterling, I'm hearing now. Oh, everyone's hating on Sterling. What do you think about Sterling? Why don't you ask why Sterling's pissed? Why don't you ask why he's pissed off? Maybe ownership should fucking own up to that. Yeah, because I'd be pissed off as well. All right. I don't blame Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling's thinking, what the hell's going on at this club? It's a circus. We got people coming out and it is a circus. I'm not wrong. I've said it for God knows how long. Months we've been saying this, guys. But it came out. Where is it? I've got to get it up. Where is it, guys? Someone came out and said it's a fucking shit show. This is it. Here it is. Todd Bowley and Beg Bowley insist their project in West London is on course, but a source close to the situation says it's not the plan. It is not the plan. It's quote unquote, it's a fucking mess. Of course it is, said someone close to the executives this week. No one is pretending this was the plan. Guys, when are you going to wake up? When are people going to wake up and realize that these guys are destroying us? They are destroying us. And no one's doing nothing about it. We got how many Chelsea platforms out there? None of them want to get involved. None of them want to be real. They're too bothered about getting selfies, videos with all these guys. They're too bothered about not coming at them because they want to protect their channel. They want to protect their investments. Yeah, they want to protect their in the nose, their connections. They don't want to burn those bridges. We don't care. That's why I don't care. I don't give a shit. I burn every bridge down, and do you know what I do? I rebuild it. I burn them down and I rebuild them. And I've got Minerals Man, Kai Havertz, Tommy Tuchel there. Now and again, get on the phone. Come on, TT, land your minerals. Let's rebuild this bridge. And Enrique's on the phone as well, and he's waiting to get involved. He's itching to get involved. Yeah, that's what we do on the Minerals FC. Big up to Indefinite there, landing the minerals there. Big up to you. Chelsea Old Boys, Mikey says, our Minerals FC lady like our Hannah knows what we need, what we want. Enrique, Kai, MM19 to stay. 2 DMs and a striker. Listen to Hannah, not Corden. Up the Chels. Let's have it right. The Minerals FC lady, Hannah. Big up to Hannah. Lands the damn minerals. She knows what we need. She knows exactly what we need. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys. We got Matthew in here. Big up to my geezer, Matthew. He said, big up, Johnny. And to other YouTubers, we need 6 players gone in the summer. And Luis Enrique will fix us and transform us to an elite team up the Chelsea. And not only an elite team, but a brand of football, a mentality. He comes with winning it all. He's won the treble. He's got better stats than Pep Guardiola at that Barcelona team. Tells you everything you need to know. He's got better stats than the teacher that taught him, Johan Cruyff. Why are we not going in? Why are we not all over that? Why are we not all over that? I don't get it. It's like these guys are these bowling in a strip club, spraying this money, and they're not attractive. Do you know what I mean? They're too interested in just spraying it, looking the part, but they're not dressing these women. They're not taking them out. They're not whining and dining them. Do you know what I mean? They're treating them like shit and mocking them. It's poor, bruv. It's poor. What are we doing here? What are we doing, guys? Why? Time for war. No more yes man appointments. We can't accept any more yes man. Listen, the owners are on fraud watch. We know that, guys. We know this, don't we? Everyone knows the owners are on fraud watch. Yeah. We're Clown FC at the minute. That's what we are, guys. We're Clown FC. Big up to Blue Star FC. They're killing Mason Mount's career. It's sad. Let's bring that up. I want to shout out one of one of our supporters on Twitter who tweeted this today, Chels. So we're going to bring up Chelsea's tweet now on this. And what's it put here? What's it got here? She says, no way they've labelled Mace as past already and turned him black and white. Wow. That's the image on looks like an advertising board. Past, present. You are putting Mason Mount as the past. Look at the PR. Look at the nonsense from these owners. The disgrace. This is a disgrace. And the kid's still playing at our football club. Do you know what? You lot are ruining our football club. Big up to Chelsea for landing her minerals on Twitter today. Big up to her. That's disgraceful, guys. That is disgraceful. I can't believe what I've just witnessed there. Honestly, that is shocking. So, guys, we've exposed that on the Minerals FC, live and kicking, as we know. That is live and kicking. That's a disgrace. That's disgrace. And you know who runs the PR at Chelsea. Past and present. And you've got Mason Mount with his trophy, with the Champions League trophy. The trophy that Thomas Tuchel won and Mason Mount won and Kai Havertz won. The players that the manager you got rid of and the players that you want to sell because you think you know best. Listen, let's have it right. You're worse than the Glazers. Facts. Facts. Yeah? You've been here for 5 minutes, if that. You've spent 600 million. You've sent us all the way down to 11th. You've set us back years. You've brought us 4 gaffers in one season. You're using PR like it's just like a Happy Meal. Yeah. Happy Meals have been given out. No toys in there, except all the ones buying into it, getting their shiny toy, whatever crap that is, cheap stuff. Yeah, it's disgrace. Brown envelope journalism all day long. We've seen the whole agenda. Everyone's seen it. And like I say, we see things they'll never see, and that's damn right. We see things they'll never see. It's a disgrace, guys. It's an absolute disgrace. And another thing that doesn't make sense, let's have it right, because I've seen Billy Gilmore in there, and he's a fucking wonderful player. I rate Billy Gilmore so highly. What a talent. What a talent. All right. And this kid, he's won in 5 debuts, man of match, in every competition you can play, including domestic and international. Yeah. No other player's done that. Maybe Lionel Messi. Maybe Lionel Messi's done that. But Billy Gilmore's done it. All right. Frank Lampard brought through Billy Gilmore. We sold him for 9 million to Brighton. And you're telling me, through maybe not the summer window because they just signed him, but we bring in Graham Potter, who wanted Billy Gilmore, and we don't sign him after letting Jorginho go in the January transfer window. And you're telling me Graham Potter had the keys. You're a long way from Starbucks. You're a long way from Starbucks. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'm disgusted by that banner, that advertisement. That is sickening, bro. That is sickening. And then we're hearing, the latest now as well. We got Chelsea have big problems on the horizon. Financial accounts that have been filed with Companies House today show huge losses, huge payoffs to former directors, huge spending on transfers. They will have to get that financial fair play situation right in the summer via David Pornstein. Well, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting, guys? What, you think you're going to sign João Felix, do you? You think you're going to sell Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Raheem Sterling, Chilwell, Trev Baresi, Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Kante? You're going to sell these players, and what are you going to bring in? What? More youth? More youngsters? We're going to bring in more youngsters? Is that what we're going to do? All right, let's listen to the garbage. All right? The false propaganda, the false PR. Let's listen to this. Let's land the damn minerals. Let's go.
When you take over any business, you just have to make sure that you're aligned with the people who are operating the business. And I think Tuchel is obviously extremely talented and someone who had great success at Chelsea.
Damn right he did. Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, 3 domestic finals, top 3, top 4 in the Premier League under the club that you've taken over. The state of you, Bowley, man. What is wrong with you, fella? What is wrong with you? And everyone wants to go, we love you, Bowley. Thank you, Bowley. Have a lovely day, Bowley. Have a lovely evening, Bowley. Keep drinking, Bowley. Fucking hell.
Our vision for the club was finding a manager who really wanted to collaborate with us.
Well, our job in collaboration is to get a yes man and get someone where we can go out and make bets, quote unquote. Begdad Bali said, we want to make bets in different markets across different continents. France is a very successful, strong league. We want to go into Ecuador. We want to go to South America. We want to go to all the different countries in Europe, and we're going to buy all the young talent using data. And we want a gaffer that's going to put them all together and win titles. No, we don't hear you saying winning titles. We don't hear you saying winning and being ambitious and being elite and have elite mentality. You're talking about bringing a yes man to do what you tell him to do, to implement what you believe football's about, even though you haven't got a clue what football's about because you don't know the culture. You don't know football. You're from baseball and NBA. That's your culture. That's what you know. You own a baseball team. You have never owned a football club. And we're hearing them going in the markets, going and buying other football clubs, other small football clubs, because they want to be feeders. They want to have feeder clubs. And they're taking the Red Bull model. They want to make bets in different markets and make profitability. They look at the profits of all these clubs that are doing that. But these clubs don't win Champions Leagues. These clubs don't win their titles, their domestic league titles. They just plod along, developing and making money. That's what they do.
Coach who really wanted to collaborate. I think there's a lot of walls to break down at Chelsea.
Well, he's doing a very good job at that. In fact, he's broken down every bloody wall that you can imagine at Chelsea Football Club, and he wants to knock down Stamford Bridge and all because they want to build a stadium in Earls Court. Well, the Chelsea pitch owners might have something to say about that. But the thing is, you want to break down the walls. Well, you've done that, and you've done that fantastically. In fact, you've literally knocked down our Roman Empire, and you are building it with sand, fella. We got a clown happy sand castle. That's what we got at Chelsea right now. And we just go blow and it falls down.
And before the first
actually House of Cards sounds better.
Team, for example, in the academy didn't really share data. They didn't share information about where the top players were coming from.
Do you know what? Where the top players are coming from? Do you ever watch football, fella? If you watch football, you can see with your eyes, the two eyes that God blessed us with, two eyes, to watch football, to watch players, to see how good players are out in the market. You haven't put one experienced, established player since that second transfer window. It's all been young kids. We got £100 million Mudryk, who hasn't had any pre-season, hasn't had any proper minutes, all right, has hardly played this season, and you are destroying him with the amount of gaffers you're bringing in. You've destroyed him. Literally, his confidence, he's not getting played in the right position. You haven't bought a DM. You haven't bought two DMs. You haven't replaced Thiago Silva. You haven't bought a goalkeeper. You haven't bought a DM. You haven't bought a striker. You have forced Potter to not play Aubameyang because he's on pay-per-play, and also because Barley says that he's a Tuchel player. Disgraceful.
So our goal is to really bring, a team together that, with the academy, with the first team, with the incremental clubs that we want to acquire and develop, all of that needs to be, a well-oiled machine.
Well, it's not very well-oiled now, mate. In fact, it needs WD-40, a shitload of it, a bucket load of it. Do you know what? In fact, guys, you know what? I brought this on and I had to do it. But do you know what? The old Harpic here, it needs, this bleach needs to be poured over this model and this so-called well-oiled machine and this collaboration nonsense and this absolute disaster show, clown circus that is happening right now. We need to pour the old Harpic, bruv, and get rid of it. Bleach it out. Let's bleach it out, bruv. Data, all this nonsense. Let's pour it, bruv. Pour it, every single one of it, every last drop, because it stinks. And do you know what? Bleach is fantastic, getting rid of all the shit down the toilet, yeah? Because we're going to flush it, guys. That's what we're going to do up the Chels, by the way. Anyway, let's carry on.
And the reality of our decision was that we just weren't sure that Thomas saw it the same way we saw it. And no one's...
Yeah, he didn't want to be a yes man. He didn't want to be forced to play players. Damn right. That's my gaffer. That's an elite gaffer. He takes care of the football. He gives you the advice. You see, what's the interesting fact here is that these guys don't want to be told or given advice by the professionals in the game that actually manage the team of a club that they own, because the club they own is about football. It's about the sport. They're all about money. They're all about making bets. That's what they are. It's a joke, mate. Absolute joke. It's an embarrassment.
It's right or wrong. It's just we didn't have a shared vision for the future. And
well, funny enough, Bayern Munich have got a shared vision. They sacked Nagelsmann, who you're fighting tooth and nail to get after losing 3 games all season. Second to Borussia Dortmund, are a rubbish team, by the way, and they're top of the league, all right? And they've gone and sacked him and hired Thomas Tuchel. They share the same vision with Tuchel. Why? Because Bayern Munich want to win now. Why? Because they're an elite club. Why? Because they want an elite gaffer. Why? Because Tuchel was available. And you sacked him with Barley. Because he didn't want to collaborate with you. How about you collaborate with the gaffer? Whose fundamental foundation of your success is by him winning games on that pitch, which makes you make money. I just don't see how smart you are. You're doing a trial and error. It's an experiment on our football club, and it's going absolutely piss poor in a minute. It's down the toilet. Like I say, bro. Like I say, it's down the toilet, guys. And we're here to pour that bleach and flush it down. and get rid of it and start again. Let's start again. Let's start again, guys.
It wasn't about Zagreb. It was really about, the shared vision for what we wanted to Chelsea Football Club to look like.
How's that going for you, Bowley and Igbali? Let us know. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, that's life, isn't it?
And it wasn't a decision that was made, as a result of a single win or loss. It was a decision that was made really about what we thought was the right vision.
What we thought was the right vision. Guys have got no experience. What we thought was the right decision. Guys, I'm sorry. I've landed the minerals and I'm not wrong. Not wrong. We are in danger. Our football club is at danger. It's not what you think it is. And everything that's coming out, the truth always comes out. And every single one of you have been supporting my channel. You know exactly what I've been telling you. And it's all come to fruition. Every single one of it. It's Bangers and Mash, Waffle, FC, Vision. That's what they got. We got 2020 vision on the Minerals FC. These lot are short-sighted, long-sighted, the lot. They ain't got no vision, bruv. Their vision's far gone. I think they need to go Specsavers. Maybe you should get Specsavers to sponsor their kit or something. I don't know. Big up to Chelsea old boy. He says touchdown. Big up Chelsea old boys. You got me there. Smash them likes. And as Johnny like you smash your up the Minerals FC. Big up to you, my geezer. Big up to you. And you know, it's funny. Hannah's not wrong. Hannah is not wrong. Fans need to protest. That's the message. We need to protest, guys. Big up to Aaron in here. Shout out to Aaron. Big up to Aaron. Went through a difficult period. He's landed his minerals. He dug out his minerals, and he's solid, bruv. Absolutely solid, bruv. He's back on, mate. He's reset. He's ready to go, and he's going to live life to the max. Big up to Aaron, my geezer, and keep doing your artwork, mate. It's fantastic. Wonderful stuff. And we like the glasses, fella. Very, very nice indeed. Nice attire, that. Nice attire. Big up to everyone in here. So, like I say, there's nothing that I'm saying that isn't. It's not wrong, is it? It's not wrong, bruv. It's not wrong. Oh man. Should we bring this one up? We love this one, don't we, guys? We love this one. I'm sorry if it offends people on the timeline. Well, no, actually, we don't give a shit. It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. What have we become, guys? What have we become? But guys, did we really think we'll beat Wolves? Yes, we always think, yeah, we go into game, we try and win. The performances are just poor. Frank cannot play a back four against Real Madrid. We will get absolutely done. All right. It's just delusion, man. It's delusion. And I'm trying not to get upset. I keep getting upset. Let's remind everyone. I mean, look at the handbag there. Shocking. But it is what it is. Yeah, they all are. You know what? The owners, and pretty much all the platforms, this is you, bruv. This is you. This is exactly who you are. And you are in the woods, fellas. Every single one of them. In fact, they're all in the woods. Funny enough, what's his name? George Benson come out of a tweet, didn't he? Crying his eyes out about, thank you, Tuchel, for the points. Otherwise, we'd be in a relegation zone. Well, you were the one digging at Tuchel. In fact, you were one of the many of the platforms digging at Tuchel, criticising Tuchel. And now look at you. Fucking wishy-washy gender merchant. When it suits a tweet, he'll put it out. They're all full of crap. All of them. All right? There was only one other geezer, That was Tony on Chelsea SW6. That was back in Tuchel. Everyone else fucking throwing him under the bus. And where are they now? They're nowhere. They're a long way from Starbucks. In fact, they're crying and they're having a dig. And they will only have a dig at the gaffer and they'll only come at the players. But yet we need to support the players because this is not the players' fault. This is the ownership fault. Everything is down to the owners, no one else. And don't let anyone brainwash you to think otherwise. Big up to H Talks. He says, Todd, the fat sod, needs to go and smell the coffee. What a mess of an ownership. It really is. It really is, guys. It really is a mess. It's like I say, let's go up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. We land it everywhere we go, didn't we, guys? Every single one of us lands it everywhere we go. So it is what it is, guys. You know, we keep landing it, and we will always land in it. I still believe that Superfrank will play Minerals Mount, and that's not even the main issue. The main issue is the model and the next gaffer. And I am very concerned. I'm very worried. I don't trust these owners at all. There is nothing for me to trust them with. The proof's in the pudding, and the pudding, the banoffee pie, is molded. It's all molded. I won't go near it. Guys. I won't touch it. Throw it in the bin, in the woods, bury it. Let the rats eat it. You don't eat that stuff. We eat the good stuff on the Minerals FC. That's what we do. We eat the good stuff. I don't think people understand the severity of the owners. I think they listen, it's going to, like I say to you, wait till the summer, wait till the clear out, wait till you get another manager, and you're going to see the same old crap until they change the model. The next gaffer dictates the model. These lot are fighting tooth and nail to keep this model. And that's what they're doing. And the only thing that can stop them is the protests. If we protest, they have to change it. They got no choice. They cannot afford for the fans to turn. They cannot afford it. That's the golden minerals. That's the golden ticket. So if you're serious and you genuinely love your football club, the protest is what it's about. That's what it's about. Go and get Luis Enrique. Go and get a top gaffer. Keep your best players. Keep the players that have won Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. Keep the players that have won titles in other leagues. You keep those players and you can bring in more experience, build a backbone, let the new gaffer dictate to you what players to go for so that his philosophy can be instilled into the football club, and you'll be better off for it. And our brand will become bigger than what it is already, because let's have it right, our brand is huge. We don't need to be rebranded. We don't need that nonsense. And has anyone noticed this horrible Foo Fighters music before the game? It's so distracting, bruv. It gives me a headache. Why are you playing that garbage for? We don't need it. We don't need it. Shocking. Absolutely shocking, guys. Chris says, which players do you think will be sold? Mason Mount, Trev Baresi, Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, Aubameyang, Sterling, Chilwell, Kovacic. They'll all definitely go, guys. I think they'll definitely go, guys. No one wants the wig merchant, Cursor. No one wants that wig merchant at Chelsea. We don't need him. We don't need him, bruv. We don't need him. Literally don't need him. Yeah. Sterling and Chilwell. Yeah. Chilwell probably goes City because they want to replace Cancelo, left-sided player. They'll go for Chilwell. And what's everyone going to say about that? And Sterling's on 325 grand a week. They need to get rid of that. They need to cut that off the wage book sharpish because of financial fair play. So they'll get rid of him. Hannah, I've told everyone we needed to protest a long time ago. We need to do it, bruv. We need to do it. Don't laugh at what I'm saying, bruv. Honestly, proof will be in the pudding. Trust me, I'm not wrong. I ain't been wrong. I'm wrong. I'm right about it all up to now. Everything's spot on. Landed it. You don't know the ownership. This is the problem. You don't get the ownership. You don't get the ownership. They're bad news, guys. Bad news. They have got the opportunity. They've got the opportunity to change and do the right thing. You can have a balance between data. You can have a balance between bringing an elite gaffer and trying to meet halfway with your vision and all this nonsense. But the bottom line is you have to win. Chelsea Football Club, I don't think, well, I know, they don't realise what they've taken over at Chelsea. They don't know what Chelsea is. They don't know Chelsea Football Club. They don't get Chelsea. They never will get Chelsea. And right now, the way we are, this isn't Chelsea. This ain't Chelsea. We know it. As I've said it countless times. Big up to Reese for acknowledging that as well, because he knows it's not Chelsea, as do all the players. So this is my thing. The model itself is the dictatorship led by Bowling Igbali, so they have to take accountability for everything that they've done at this football club. And where we are is because of them. So they have to change it. They have to humble themselves and understand that those Happy Meals need to get in the bin. Those brown envelopes need to stay off. All the brown envelopes are all used up with Graham Potter. And now the journos are getting mudded for it. So they're coming at the ownership now and exposing the ownership. And let's have it right. Todd Bowley's gone and chatted to that James Corden, bruv, a West Ham fan who sits in our boxes, yeah, and watches our games because he's some sort of celebrity, yeah, or presenter of the Grammys and all that sellout Epstein Island crap, all right? And he's giving him advice saying, get Frank Lampard in. Well, of course he's going to say that. Don't get Enrique. Don't get a fucking elite gaffer. What would you do that for, Bowley? No, go and get Super Frank in. That will do it. That will do it. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. They need to sort their shit out because that's true. That's true. Jem, you don't get it, bruv. Listen, you'll only see, but you don't get it. You don't get it. The thing is, I don't fault people for thinking positive. I don't fault people for giving them a benefit of doubt. But when you know what I know, I'm sorry, man. No chance. These guys are bad fucking news. And that's why they're worried about me. That's why they keep bringing out brown envelope news relating to what I'm pushing out. Because why? Because the truth is dangerous. They don't want the truth to be out. Well, the truth is always out on here, and I'll keep landing it. And the more and more I do it, the more and more it stings. And the more and more it stings, maybe they can wake up and they can go and do the right thing and put our club back where it belongs, competing at the top level. Smash the mash with Lurpak, onions, bisto, gravy, mustard, salt, pepper, and smash the like button. Smash it. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC, big up Chelsea old boys. What a legend. What a legend. Oh, mate. Mate, listen, it is what it is, man. It will. Protest will. You'll be surprised what a protest does. It's a big statement, guys. Big statement. Do you know what it's going to take? It's for Chelsea to be knocked out of the Champions League and we lose maybe 3 games in a row. God forbid. But if we did lose 3-4 games in a row, then boy, oh boy. I think the fans are going to be very concerned. I think we'll be looking at a relegation battle. We shouldn't be in this position. Our squad is good enough to be in the top 4. Our squad is good enough. These clowns have fucking landed us in this crap. And everyone's accepting it. Everyone's just sitting there going, yeah, it's all good. We trust these owners. They're going to come good. Come good when, bruv? Come good when? You've gutted our whole club out. You've got rid of our most elite gaffer. Any other gaffer we get is like second best to Tuchel, apart from maybe Luis Enrique, who's won the lot, yeah? But we're not looking at gaffers like that. We're looking at fucking small 5 gaffers. gaffers that have got potential and all this potential bullshit, potential process. Who gives a fuck about the process? What's it about now? It's about winning. Every manager, every elite manager wants to win and win now. We want to win now. We want to work towards winning now. I'm not saying we're going to go and win with elite gaffers straight away, but we want to work towards that. We want that mentality. You know what I mean? As Mark Dunn says, you're either stupid or fucking delusional. When are people going to wake up, man? Honestly. You don't blame the players. The players are not even being directed properly. They can't even be directed tactically. What the fuck are you blaming players for? How can you blame players if they're not directed correctly, given the right tactics, given the right formations? Fucking how many countless changes? 90 or 94 changes that Jellyfish Merchant made us change. 94 changes, bruv. Name me a manager that makes 94 changes in 27 games, and you tell me that's his doing. That's the owner's doing. He's a yes man. He's told what to do. He's told what players to play and what players not to play. Don't be fucking naive, man. Stop being naive and stop putting agendas on the players. This is beyond the players. This is a joke, man. And you can't even blame Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard's been given this opportunity. He needs to instill fucking Chelsea DNA because we've been stripped of it by these fucking clowns up top. And now here we are sitting here, 11th, lost to Wolves away, shocking performance, shocking result. And everyone thinks Super Frank's going to save us. I think people are just stupid. I think people are stupid. I might as well drink this, bruv. Literally, I might as well drink it. Well, this is what we all are on Chelsea, on Minerals FC and Chelsea supporters. Might as well just drink the fucking bleach at this rate. Where are you going to draw the line? Where are you going to say no? Where are you going to say this is unacceptable? FIFA merchants just care about having Joao Felix and fucking Mudryk with fantastic stats on FIFA. The owners, these clown owners, are playing Football Manager like they think they know best, all the fucking game to them. All right. And here we are in real life. True supporters going spending money, traveling to games, home, away, Europe. And we're witnessing this shit garbage, all right? But it never had to be that way. We've had a gaffer that united us, our football club, that we felt had our backs, and we were together, togetherness. Like Pep Guardiola's got a Man City, like Ten Hag's building at United. Liverpool have got it with Klopp. Now Arsenal building that with Arteta. These guys have just ripped that off, stripped it off us, robbed it off us. It's disgusting. You know? Look what they've done to us. Look what they've done to us. You know what? We're too headstrong for it. We don't drink the bleach. We pour the bleach. It's a figure of speech, yeah? We pour the bleach. You know what? And I wouldn't put it past these clowns to go and spend 90 million on Felix on 300 grand a week, but they won't pay Mason Mount 200 grand a week. It's shocking, bruv. Honestly, shocking. Well, actually, they won't be able to do that unless they sell Mason Mount, which all the agenda merchants are happy with. But what are you agenda merchants saying now when he's not played 9 games of 90 minutes, all right, and we haven't won not one of those fucking games, and we're not even creating? Who's in the mud there? You are. Not me. I ain't in the mud. My club's in the mud. Our club's in the mud. So, as I say, wake up, smell the coffee. Wake up. Understand where we are now. 4 gaffers in 1 season. 4 gaffers, 1 season. That is a disgrace. That is shocking. The money is spent on Potter. They could have bought a DM. Yeah, you're right, Chelsea Yard boys. And I've said this as well. Rain Group took brown envelopes to choose Bowley and Clearlake to present to the UK government. Facts. Not wrong. Anyone who believes, go and prove to me, Roman Abramovich handpicked these clowns. Go and prove to me the article that they put out, that Bowley Egg Barley put out, got the journalists to put out, that Roman said they're doing exactly what I was going to do. Bullshit. Bullshit. You think Roman would have gone and hired Potter? You think Roman would have gone and kept Potter in the job this long and not sacked him? You think Roman would have brought Superfrank back and hired 4 managers in 1 season? Not even Roman's done that in a season. Look at the bullshit PR they're putting out on us. And people are drinking this stuff. You're drinking bleach, mate. That's what you're drinking. Stop it. Yeah? And they have the cheek, Egg Barley and Bowley, to diss Roman Abramovich and the state of our football club behind the scenes. Look at the fucking state of it now. It's toxicity. It's toxic FC. It's Epstein Island FC. It's shocking. Corrupt. Trial and error. The players don't want to be there anymore. They're only there for their payday. They don't give a shit anymore. No one cares anymore because everything around them is a disaster. There's no structure. There's no mentality. There's no nothing. There's no cohesion. Well-oiled machine, bruv. Well-oiled machine. What machine have you got from the 1920s? What have you got that doesn't work no more? What well-oiled machine are you talking about, Bowley? I don't get it. Don't get it. Here's what it is, guys. And you come at Roman Abramovich, you ain't got a right to speak about Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich won a lot. Roman Abramovich won every trophy that could be won, and he never accepted anything less than winning. Winning mentality, elite mentality. Do you know what? He wouldn't play with a team. He never got involved with the gaffer and what players to pick. He never got involved in that. Never. The only time he arrived at Cobham wasn't to micromanage and pop in every fucking week. All right. He would come on his helicopter, quote unquote, John Obi Mikel, and that was very rare occasions. And the only time he came on to land in Cobham on his helicopter was to sack the gaffer. That was it. That's all he had to do. That's what you call an elite owner, elite mentality. None of our owners go out on a piss up after our, let's not forget, Graham Potter got death threats and our Bowley's going out in Mayfair drinking, yeah, having a night out, looking hungover at the Spurs game. All right. Where's the top-notch Macon? They haven't released the statement to say that they caught these guys. Yeah. Where are they? Yeah. That's all good. Just gone out of nowhere. It's just disappeared. No one even talks about that. No one talks about that anymore. You know, no one mentions it. It's like a long-distance memory. Why? Why is that? Explain to us. That's a very serious matter. Very serious matter. I'm just bringing up all the stuff they put out. I'm bringing it all up. You know, recycling it. They love to recycle their crap. So let's recycle what they say. Let's recycle it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Dame Pack FC. Oh, man. Listen, Roman, like I say, they've knocked down, quote unquote, he wants to knock down walls. Yeah. Bowley. Well, he's knocked down the Roman Empire and he's rebuilding us with sand from Southend, bruv. Yeah. He ain't even gone like somewhere exotic to bring us some exotic sand. He's gone to Southend, bruv. I'm not dissing Southend, but I'm just saying a lot of pebbles there. Maybe they want to mix the pebbles with the sand and build Chelsea back up. I don't know. Maybe they realise it pisses down in West London pretty much most times all year round. So we're not going to build anything now. So it is, yeah, Sandcastle FC. Literally Sandcastle FC. So, oh, mate, shocking. Absolutely shocking. So, yeah, you can't compare to Roman Abramovich. The fact that you're bringing it up and comparing yourselves or trying to bring Roman into mud Roman to make yourselves look better, you're a laughing stock. I'm laughing at you. You know, in, what's it? Goodfellas. Well, am I a clown? Am I here to amuse you? Yeah. Bowley, you're in the mud. You're in the mud. Harpic FC. Yeah. So it is what it is, guys. But we drink the minerals here. We're the Minerals FC. and we live it up. We land it. We're the truth tellers on here. That's what we are. And we, as a family, we have the power. We have the minerals, the knowledge. We have the platform to fight against this absolute disaster that is happening at our football club. That's what we got, guys. That's what we got. And that I will not ever let you down on. I won't disappoint you. So every single one of you, wherever you are on your happy holidays, wherever you are in the world, because we know that Minerals FC is international as well, I want you to raise up your glasses, all right? And we'll get some of these Minerals FC mugs out for you lot. Go and pour yourself that drink, and you have a drink with me, and we toast together. Big up to every single one of you. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. And we land it. And let me know where you're from, guys. Let me know where you are in the world. Big up to every single one of you. Good stuff. So, guys, here's what it is. Tomorrow, I want to do a call-in for the members. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I've been cut out. I've been cut short. So tomorrow, I want to build a panel so that we can land it, and that's going to be a great show. So, guys, in the comments at the end of the show, I want you to put in your Twitter or Instagram handles, and I will get in touch with you, and then we can do a sort of like the supporters of Minerals FC and Chels can come on here, and we'll have a discussion, guys. I'd like my members to be involved. Because let's have it right. You're part of the membership, and I want you to be involved on the show. 100%. I've got my Chelsea old boys coming on. I know that for 119%. But all of you guys, respect, appreciate. I'm appreciative of all of you in here supporting the channel. Please smash to pieces that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. We've got the Minerals FC YouTube, Twitter at Minerals FC. We've got TikTok at Minerals FC _ FC. So it's Minerals _ FC, Twitter. Sorry, not Twitter, fucking TikTok. Which I need to do more stuff on. I just haven't had the time. And then obviously we've got the YouTube platform, guys. And don't forget Twitch as well. If you're a Twitcher, I'm going to put these shows on Twitch as well simultaneously, so people can watch on there. But let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Respect to everyone, and like I say, keep landing your minerals on social media. Very important. Don't stop telling the truth, and expose these absolute disgraceful agenda merchants and ones that are pushing the narratives for we know who. But it is what it is. But big up to every single one of you, as always. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC, and big up to every single one. Big up to Andrew again. Big up to Philip. Big up to Aaron. Big up to Sammy. Big up to all my guys in here. Top Bins, I see you. Bartek, Cursor, JP Dog, Homex. All you guys put in your hearts for Andrew, and big up to every single one of you in here. Doesn't go unnoticed. And make sure you put your comments down below, guys. Very important. Put your comments down below. And I will get back to you. All right, guys? Big up to you. Up the Chels, up Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Love it. TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.